Okay, welcome back. Second version, the first drawing, the werewolf one, I wasn't so happy with. Blah. So we're gonna try and I've got another idea for something, and I'm gonna kind of do a couple of guidelines in here to kind of help me, because it's kind of one of those ones where there's a lot going on, and that should be enough. Just a couple of little points, like don't do the head too high and do the arm here, and so it's just points, really, not getting into the point. I find if you do too much, then you can kind of take away from that pleasure of drawing, and in many cases I found that if I draw something that if I kind of plan it all out and do lots of little rough drawings and, draw it all out, sketch it all out and everything, what I actually find is that I don't actually enjoy the drawing of it so much. I do get to a point where I kind of feel like, what was the point of that? You planned it all out, you mapped it all out, and then you kind of drew it down. Okay, great. You finished your drawing, well done. Looks really pretty, really nice. But that kind of adrenaline part, the kind of driving a fast car type of feeling is missing. And I find that a lot with drawings these days, and I kind of feel like the more I kind of get in there and kind of get my brain racing ahead and thinking about things, the more I enjoy the drawing, and that's really what I'm trying to do so desperately now, is to try and get in there and kind of enjoy the actual drawing of it. And I find that in a lot of cases that kind of, you come away from the drawing and you kind of feel a bit tired now, It's like it's kind of drained your energy levels by just getting so excited about what you're drawing and having to think quickly, and that's really such a beautiful, beautiful experience. I've said this before, but it's kind of like maybe some people get when they're driving a fast car or something, it's like turning left, turning right, going straight, blah, blah, blah. And that's the same with that kind of effect, that when you're drawing and you're drawing fast and you've got no guidelines, it's kind of like, okay, you're going to be drawing a four-legged animal. Can you draw a four-legged animal? Okay, get your little sketchbook out, draw your little things. Yes, I can. Right. Can you draw a four-legged animal with a under-drawing sketch, rough, that you could draw on top? Yes. Wow, you've done all that. Can you just get your ink and draw a four-legged animal? Why not? Why not? You've done it. You've done it so many times now. Just get on with it, And I kind of feel like that's sometimes a little bit where my mind is. How many times have you drawn, for example, an elephant? How many times have you drawn an elephant? Probably quite a few times. How many times have you drawn a cat? Oh, probably quite a few times. Well, there you go. So sit down and draw it. And in many cases, that kind of gives you such a boost to your adrenaline when you're doing stuff like that. So again, there's no rough sketch in these. They're just using my mind and trying to visualize it as I'm doing it, and I love that process. I love it. Okay, an elephant's foot. What does an elephant's foot look like? Well, isn't it a big round, flat, squidgy thing with kind of big toenails? And yeah, cool. Okay. And move forward and do it, you know. And I find that that's such an exciting route. I've been drawing for quite a while anyway, so I should, you know, with all your kind of you're kind of practicing and all your sketching in your sketchbook and all that, you should be reasonably good. All right. So just try and get the confidence then, just to kind of put it all together. I know that's sometimes very, very, very hard to do. It's like, you know, the confidence sometimes is a bigger battle than anything else, you know. And we all get to that stage of lacking confidence. But at the end of the day, it's just a drawing. It's just a little bit of ink. Or maybe a lot of ink, but it's ink. And all you're doing here is you're just trying to kind of get a feeling, you know? And that's such a beautiful thing. You kind of capture this idea of drawing an elephant. I mean how beautiful is that? And then again, you know, if you were to sit down and kind of break it down into the kind of structure and anatomy of an elephant, it probably wouldn't be the same kind of bone structure and joints and everything else. It's a very kind of human pose, but it's only a cartoon, and it's kind of, it adds to the humor in a way. It's like, you know. And sometimes it's great because, you know, with all these kind of sketches that you're doing, it also improves your visual thinking. And I find that's the greatest kind of lesson from all of this, is the fact that you kind of build up this quick visual thinking. What does an elephant's leg look like? What does his foot look like? What does his knee look like? What is his, you know, and what kind of tail does an elephant have? And that's kind of like such a beautiful thing to kind of put through your mind and to visualize it in a way that you can kind of, you know, kind of get away with it. You know, is that what an elephant's foot looks like? Yeah, sure, why not? And that's a really beautiful thing, because then if you come to draw an elephant's, you know, you think, well, I really love this drawing. I'm going to draw it up as an illustration. You've got the meat of it there. You've got the bones of it there. You know, it's like you've done so much work and so much kind of visual thinking. And you can go on then to do a really cool illustration. All right. And so sometimes these kind of like there's Ink October and there's Draw Every Day and there's all those type of things. they're really good fun, because what they do is they just kind of, they get you into a mental state of kind of sketching, you know, getting a word given to you. Draw ice cream. Okay, what kind of ice cream? Is it going to be with all hundreds and thousands? Is it going to have cherries on it? Is it going to have what? And you get into this thing of like having to visualize a drawing, and it's a fabulous practice. And as long as you don't take it too serious and, you know, spend days and days and days drawing your thing that you're going to be inevitably unhappy with, there's my little mouse. My little mouse is kind of like bullying the elephant. That's a little bit better than a werewolf bullying a mouse, I think. Don't you think? And a lot of these drawings probably go in the bin, or they go and sit on the side for God knows how long. You know, you draw them and you throw them on the side. You draw them and you throw them on the side. And that's kind of like part of the process. It's kind of like they don't have such a an importance to it. It's all about the enjoyment of it, you know. It's like, you know, that time you drove to Spain or something. It's like, it's not about the car that you drove there. It's when the whole journey of getting there, the people that you were with and the fun that you had and what you saw on the way. That's what a drawing is. You know, for me, that's exactly what a drawing is. And there is our elephant jumping around like a crazy, scaring bullying our elephant. Yeah, he's just wagging his tongue there. So, thank you. Thank you once again for coming and watching today's fun drawing. And don't be shy. Send me a comment. Send me a link to your page or something, and I'll go and have a look at your drawings too. Or your videos, you know. But enjoy your art for you. And that is today's lovely drawing. A mouse bullying an elephant. I think that's kind of an original idea. Wonderful. Thank you very much. And I will see you again very, very, very soon. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe down there. There. Thank you. Bye.